Hello and welcome back to another Intergalactic Aerospace Expo 2952. It is an in-game Star Season event and today we have 4 brands for you and it's quite interesting. It is day 6. So before we begin, like, subscribe, hit the notification button and help this channel grow, and let's go backwards this time. We're going to start off with Kruger Intergalactic, and it is quite an interesting brand for Star Citizen because this brand provides 2 snub fighters. It is the P-52 Merlin and the P-72 Archimedes. $25 for the Merlin and $35 for the Archimedes. Sadly, these are snub fighters. I won't buy, right? I won't buy as a standalone. However, they come as a package if you buy the Constellation series, where the Archimedes comes with the Constellation Phoenix. The P-52 Merlin comes with, or rather, comes in when you purchase a Constellation Andromeda. That's right, it's a 2-in-1 ship and it is fantastic, especially the Constellation series. Now the Snub Fighter, as it is being said, it doesn't have a quantum drive, which means it cannot fly from planet to planet. Yeah, no, it's gonna take forever and it requires a mothership, so that's the reason why, or rather the word snub ships. And in general, don't buy snub ships. They are just as bad as a vehicle, however not as bad as a vehicle. Vehicle is still the worst in terms of utility if you are playing a single player experience. And that's Kruger Intergalactic. I do hope they provide or they make a new model, not saying model, I hope they have a new ship in the pipeline somewhere around the corner. It might not be I don't need it to be today, but at the launch of the game, I do hope at least Kruger will have, or actually it should have, at least one quantum drivable, yeah, at least one ship that can do quantum jump. That's that. All right, having 2 ships on the belt but without having a quantum jump, a bit painful, but not as painful as the Grey Cat Industrial, the new kid in the block. And this one, I will give it a pass, right? It's a pure vehicle only brand right now, and this one has a small little history where I say I'm gonna give it a pass because it started off as a multi-tool kit for you. Right, so from a multi-tool to a vehicle, that's a big jump in my opinion, right? Even though in real life, especially in real life, if you come from humble beginnings, like for example, produce a small, in multi-tool is power tools, right? Let's put it this way. If you used to do power, or if you make power tools and then suddenly you announce, hey, I'm gonna have a vehicle that is like a Caterpillar or Cat, or rivals with Caterpillar, that's crazy, that's great, that's awesome. So in this case, the Grey Cat gets a pass from my end, says, all right, this is a cool vehicle. So we have a mining machine, which is the Rock at $55, and we have the Rock DS at $75. Basically, we have a pilot, a dedicated pilot, and a dedicated miner. Is it better for 2 players? Arguably, there are some arguments over there. If you are playing a big scale or large scale mining operation, yes, the Rock DS is better, right? That's for sure. That is if you're running a large scale operation. If you're running a small scale operation, I think 2 Rock is better than a Rock DS. That's my opinion. Next, we have the STV. This is the new kit on the block. This is literally new, like this year new. At $40, this is an all-terrain vehicle. Basically, this is a small little jab at the Tumbril Cyclone. And this vehicle, I'm about to say ship, is kind of a little bit better than the Tumbril Cyclone at the moment, right? It's small, it's nice, it can carry at least 1 SCU worth of cargo. Yeah, and it's cheaper. Technically, it's cheaper. Would I buy with real money? Unfortunately, anything that screams vehicle, it's in-game credits, right? Same goes with Snub Fighter. I'm going to add in the Snub Fighter into the list as well. We're going to skip the consolidated Outland because I'm saving the best for last. We're going to go to Argo Astronautics. I don't know why I keep saying Argo. So Argo Astronautics is a bit interesting in this lineup, is that it's a pure industrial ship. Before we get to the mold, right? we're going to start off with the humble beginnings of Argo. It started with Argo MPUV Cargo or Argo Cargo or Argo MPUV Personnel. Now this is basically the same hull, different variant, or rather same variant, different hull, because they are a bit different. Cargo has cargo, and Personnel has some seats at the back. And this two ship is under the snub category as well. And Argo Astronautic started off as a ship, or rather a brand, to complement with the Aegis Javelin. Yeah, that's right. There's no quantum drive with this guy. And at the same time, because the Javelin is a huge ship, it requires working class ship. And in this case, or utility ship, and the MPUV Personnel and Cargo fits the bill. And because of that, they extended their service per se to the Idris. It doesn't come with the Idris. It comes, if you buy a Javelin, it comes with a MPUV Cargo per se. I totally forgot about the package. Yeah, but personally, $35, nah, I won't buy. $40, I won't buy. Small little trivia: the MPUV Cargo or Argo Cargo won Best in Show in the Ship Showdown 2951, and it is very exciting. Also, a slight little PSA: Best in Show skin is coming up pretty soon, so you want to gear up for that. I'm gonna make a separate video. We're gonna do it at least 2 to 3 days before the Best in Show skin or Best in Show ship day. All right, that one we're gonna leave it for then. Until then, MPV Cargo and MPV Personnel, it's an easy skip. Easy skip. Next, we have the Argo RAF. Now, this one is very interesting. It is a cargo carrier or medium freight, $125. This is cheaper than the Freelancer Max. However, it carries a little less than the Freelancer Max, having less pew firepower than the Freelancer Max. And the question is, why would I bother get something that is lousier than the Freelancer Max? Because Freelancer Max is one of the best at the moment. I won't say small, a medium cargo freighter, or rather actually I'm going to say small, because the Freelancer series is actually a very strong trucker. It's actually a trucker in the Star Citizen verse, but MISC is going to be another day, so I will tell the story on that day. So the Argo RAF has one small little gimmick that I like. It is the tractor beam, and that's one. And number two, this is not really a gimmick yet, rather not really in the game, which is modular cargo boxes. And the modular cargo boxes right now, it's more akin to the Hull series. So I want to see how that plays out, because it's nice. It's one of those things where I love it. I love the concept. I love the theoretically gameplay where people are going through right now, but I need to see the full gameplay before I can say the RAF is a better choice. But at the same time, $125, this ship is very nice looking. It's very industrialized, and it is, well, if you want to do purely just cargo hauling without a lot of pew action, the RAF is actually a good choice. $125 is a good choice, that's for sure. Next, we have the SRV. Now, this one is a very interesting ship, right? It is a support and recovery ship. It is technically a space tugboat per se, because it has a better tractor beam, and it's basically a space tugboat. $150, nothing much I can say about it. It is still in concept. We haven't seen anything that requires a tractor beam at the moment, other than the handheld tractor beam. And we'll see how it goes from there. Again, $150, that's a very standard pricing for a specialized ship. Yeah, but it's still in concept. This ship might go up in price, maybe $160, $165. That's my prediction. And we go for the best of the best under the Argo Astronautic brand. It is the Argo Mole. Now, this one is really better than the MISC Prospector, right? The MISC Prospector is a professional mining ship, $155. It's using an S1 mining rig, whereas the Mole, yes, sure, $315, twice the price, but it's using an S2 rig, and it can not say carry, but it's up to 3 players, right? You can mine up to 3 players, and that's a huge deal. In fact, in order to fully crew a mole, it's a 4-player deal. 1 pilot and 3 miners. And in my opinion, even though you're playing single player-ish, you can juggle around with the mole. Sure, it's less efficient than the Prospector if we go toe-to-toe timing, but half of the time you're gonna hunt down the correct rock anyway. So in this case, the mole is kinda a better choice in the long run, because about the, well, I kind of missed that point a bit. Basically, we might have hireable NPCs, and if we have hireable NPCs and it's working as intended, the Argo Mole will outperform the Prospector easily, even though it decreases output by 50%, even though, because it's that good, because you can drive around, let your miners do its thing, and then you just scan rock, right? For you, you just scan rock, point out the rock, and then your crew just go ham on it. One of my favorite ships per se, but one of the ships that I'm looking forward to is not the Mole, but the RSI Orion. That ship is big, and I like to chew rocks like its boss. And then again, if you play any sci-fi ship game, mining is a staple profession. So again, it's one of my recommendations. Plus, it has a special upgrade offer, which we're gonna check the price tag, and the price tag is, oops, too fast. Let's check. And it is 295. That's actually a much better deal. Yeah. No, it's good. Definitely good. Argo Mole is currently in my fleet because I have the Orion, and it is lovely ship, right? If I transition to a bigger mining rig, most likely I'll try to earn enough in-game credits and grab the Mole. That's for sure. That is for sure. Next, we move on to the best of the best, the Consolidated Outland. Now, this brand is very, it's one of those things where it's, how do I put it this way? It's one of my favorite brands out there. It's very nice, it's very cool, and it's a little bit misunderstood, right, due to the few starter ship rework. So let's start off with the hover quad hover vehicle racing, basically like Dragonfly, and $30. Okay, it's nice. Again, skip because it's a vehicle. Next, we have the Mustang Series, and Mustang Series is the one that put Consolidated Outland on the map, both in lore, in the verse, and at the same time, the game itself. Now, the Mustang Alpha is a very, very misunderstood ship, or rather the Mustang Series. So we're going to start off with the Mustang Alpha base version. The Mustang Beta comes with a bed. The Mustang Delta, maximum pew pew, and the Mustang Gamma, much better speed racing, right? So this one's a bit interesting. $55 for the racing ship, $65 for the pew pew ship, $40 for a bed or long range exploration, $30 for the base. Now, I am judging the Mustang by its base, which is Mustang Alpha. $30, maximum firepower, best view for the pilot, and because of the new rework, it becomes the best starter ship after the Drake Cutty, right? This year, starter ship belongs to Drake Cutty. That's, no matter how I see it, it's the best of the best. $45, crazy starter pack. But this guy is $30, haha. And before, a slight little story. So Mustang Alpha went through a few rework. The first rework was the ship design, and it is fantastic, right? Before the rework, I love it. After the rework, I even love it because it has foldable wings. Previously, it doesn't have foldable wings. Now, the downside about Mustang Alpha is because it's a starter, so it's a little bit more fragile, and it has an external cargo bay. However, they fixed that already, right? And the reason is it was misunderstood because of the new cargo refraction gameplay from Star Citizen, whereby you can start doing hand carry cargoes, and the Mustang Alpha did not get the update because of the cargo bay at the back. It's a very, very long story, but to cut things short, it cannot carry cargo, right? As in hand carry cargo. Make a lot of people frustrated because, again, Mustang Alpha was and still the best starter ship out there. Yeah, if you don't have it, if you have not know what I'm speaking about, grab one in the verse right now, go for free fly, you will understand what I'm talking about. It is fantastic. And that's about that, right? No bid. The only drawback, it doesn't have a bid. Yeah, and people say, hey, Avenger Titan is better, right? I would say true, but $30 versus $55, hey, if I'm paying almost double the price in ship, I expect to perform at least double. Yeah. So in this case, the Mustang Alpha is fantastic as a starter ship. Beta, okay, now when we go up in price, that's where the line draws a little bit. Beta, most likely, I would say the most expensive ship for Mustang that you could buy with real money. Other than that, I don't see a choice. Or rather, I don't really see a point. Delta is great, but $65, top up a little bit more money, or you get the cheaper version, get Avenger Titan, yeah, and you get one of the best starter ship out there already. $65, top up a little bit, get the Anvil Arrow. I'm biased about the Arrow, and you get the best of the best light fighter out there. Sure, the Mustang Delta is cool, but if you go toe-to-toe with Arrow, the Arrow actually reigns supreme, in my opinion, because of its weaponry. Yeah, that's that. Gamma, okay, so Gamma is on its little own league, whereby at $55, it's the cheapest racing ship out there. And it's mainly a question on, do you want a nice color scheme, or you just want to have a base version? Because the Gamma and the Alpha, not really a big difference in terms of speed. Again, you're almost paying double. And if you're going speed wise, M50 is the way to go. Origin M50. Sure, it's double the price of the Gamma, but it's fantastic. But a good alternative would be the Gamma, to be honest. Next, we have the next best, not say starter, the next best stepped up from a starter ship, which is the Nomad. $80, this is nice, this is great. This can carry a Grey Cat Rock where the Titan cannot. Sure, it's a little bit more expensive, but the Nomad in general is actually a well-packaged ship for a single player. In fact, I think the price point is the best price point. Maybe a little bit expensive, but I think $80 is just nice. $75 would be the best, okay? So $80 is fantastic, right? Great not say starter ship, great upgraded starter ship, or great step-up ship to be accurate. They should remove the word starter because this is a step-up ship. Next, we have the Pioneer, and the Pioneer is a very interesting ship. It is still in concept. This is a homestead ship. If you want to build houses or homestead off planet, yeah, this is the ship to pick. $850. Nah, you're gonna pay that much for a ship. I would say get much better ship like Karak 600i. Get those ship, right? The Pioneer is for people who are very hyper focused on says, hey, I just want to build homestead and have some spare cash to fly around. That's about it. Short little story is that the Pioneer, they want to introduce land claim in the game, and the Pioneer is one of those ships to populate that little niche role, and that's about it. In my opinion, yeah, homestead is nice, owning land in a space is nice, but what's the point of that if you're playing a space sim? You want to explore the world. For $850, I would say top up $100, get the 890 jump. It's literally the best of the best of both worlds. You get a luxurious ship, and not to say a homestead, but it can outfit with a lot of cool stuff, and that's about it. I'll reserve my comment a little bit because I need to know what's the deal with the homestead and basically owning land, the perks of owning a land. It is not put in, it's not in the gameplay yet, and it's not set in stone, so everything right now is speculative, and I don't like to put speculative info out there just to make things clear. And that's it. That's all I have for you for today. Yeah, today's video is a little bit longer than I expected, but still, it is a fun video to do. And we still have a lot more brands to go through, and I think we are halfway there already. It's day 6, right? And I think we have MISC, we have Crusader Industry, we have Tumbril, so we have most likely 3 more days, and then we're gonna move on to the best in show. Yeah, I'm not gonna take too much time. That's about it, right? Until then, my friends, fly safe, and I'll see you in the verse. Yep. Yeah, I think it's I think it's 2 more days. 2 more days left to Best in Show. Gotta make that thing up.